Which do you think is more important to make your video look better? A very good camera, or maybe a cheap LED lighting panel like this? Well, if you think that a very expensive camera can instantly make your video look better, think again. Welcome to the second episode of the Learns Media and Tech show. And today we will not be reviewing one of our equipment, but rather it's time for me to share some tips with you. Now really, video production has become a very accessible thing that anybody can do. Anyone can grab your own camera and become your own videographer, become your own video director. But I think what is really important is not really the person, even your camera, but something else. Lighting. Hey, what happened? How come it's so dark down here? So today I want to talk about lighting, or right now the lack thereof. And as you know that when we shoot our videos, we need to have at least one source of light, and that is what we call the key light. Now, there is one source of key light on in front of me now. I think it looks slightly better in the video. At the very least, you can see my face. And for many of us who doesn't have the professional kind of lights that we are using here for our shoots, now you can always use the very cheap $20–$30 kind of Diva ring light, or maybe even your table lamp light is better than nothing. Or perhaps, if you are shooting in the daytime, facing directly into a window or balcony makes a lot of sense as well, because that will give you some form of light. But do you know you should have a second sort of light to, well, make your video look better? Tip number one, in addition to having your key light, you must have a fill light. And this is how it looks like with a fill light. So what you are seeing right now is the result of having two lights in front of me. One key light here and one fill light here, which makes my face look a lot even in a dark environment like so. So why do we really need a fill light when, one light should be in front of you, isn't it? So the purpose of the fill light is essentially that to fill the other side of your face, which is a little bit darker, because most of the time when you put up a key light in front of you, it is not directly in front or behind the camera, and you won't be able to lit up your face uniformly. And so if your key light is on one side, you would need your fill light to be on the other side. Now do experiment with the position of your fill light, and if you can, your key light as well, to make sure that you get how you like to look on camera. Tip number two. Well, now you have all the lights in front of you. Do you find that whatever you see behind me looks a bit flat, like very two-dimensional, and there's no separation between me and the wall behind? So in this case, to make yourself look better, you need something called a backlight. This is how it looks with the backlight on. Okay, so notice with the backlight on right now on this side of my profile, okay, and you will see a little bit of separation from me with the wall behind. Backlight is really useful for female subjects, especially if you have long hair. You get that, what we call that golden hour or sunset look, where you have that, sun setting in the sky, which is flooding the hair with that golden look. It looks really, really nice. So here are some of the shots that we have done with the backlight with some of our clients to let you have an appreciation of why you need this light. Tip number three. Now you have two lights illuminating in front of you and a third one lighting up your quarterback. What else do you need? Now if you have watched those YouTuber videos where they have very beautifully lit background, this is essentially the third type of lights or rather the fourth type of lights that I'm introducing you to have. Consider something called an accent light, and this is essentially how it looks like. See the difference right now? Okay, let me take a look. Much better, isn't it? Yeah, so with the power of accent lighting in the background, you get a little bit of dynamic separation, you get a bit of context as well, and a little bit of mood as well. So consider getting some accent light for your background to have a bit of variation. But be careful, if your personality doesn't allow you to showcase the very loud colors like red and blue, use them sparingly. A very conventional warm lighting will already do wonders. So there you have it, the importance of lightings, and I hope these 3 lighting tips will help you and your videos to look exceptionally better. If you want to know what are the exact equipment we use, well, just have a read below. Our equipment lists are there. And should you have any questions regarding lighting, feel free to ask in the comments below. Be sure to like and follow us in our YouTube and Facebook channels. Well, until the next video where I'll share with you more tips and reviews of video lighting and audio gear. My name is Differenter Colin. Why be different when you can be different? I'll see you then. Bye-bye.